Hello everybody and welcome to No Frills, a series where I play a free Steam weekend game and give my review at the end. Today we're playing Orcs Must Die. You can deploy various traps in your environment that you'll use to kill orcs. And you'll see, like a tower defense, the orcs will come through the rift. I just shoot them up. Pretty simple. Like any tower defense game, it's simple at the beginning, but the enemies start getting harder and harder. And I get paid money for the waves that I complete, so I can build more traps. And there are two characters in this game. There's this character and there's a sorceress. And it doesn't seem like headshots are, any more or less effective than body shots. Map 1 complete. Now at the end of the map I get skulls that I can use to unlock new traps.
These rifts just keep popping up.
No matter. As more rifts appear, our powers grow. Together we will sweep the orcs aside.
Then what? We get married? Pop out a little army of war mage babies?
I would sooner rip your beating heart from your chest.
Okay,
Yeah,
so in this map there are two locations where they want to escape. Right there and right there. Oh, yeah. Nice, I got max goals this time. Guardian. Throws explosive bombs at the enemy. Huh. Now, all these enemies, they want to come through here, so they're gonna get screwed up by dwarfs. Alright, just dwarf it up. Alright, cool. See if we can make it through. Crap. Oh well.
Good times. Good times.
Awesome. Okay. Now let's stop these guys up here. And stop these guys up here. And here.
Let's take a moment to reflect on my mistakes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, who am I kidding? I
That was
didn't
tough.
make any.
That's me.
Heck yeah. What the heck?
Stop them quickly!
Dang, trolls are freaking hard. Nice. Best run yet. Alright, so let's get into my review of Orcs Must Die 2. I had a blast with Orcs Must Die 2. It was super easy to get into. You know, at first it starts you off with very simple buttons. You know, you got a left click that does a shoot, you have a right click that does a kind of secondary shot for your weapon that you're currently equipped, and then you have traps that need to be set up. It was super easy to understand where my traps were going at any given time. I could even rotate traps to make more strategic trap placements. I loved it. It was so much fun. I ended up playing the game for about 4 to 5 hours that day, just playing through a majority of the maps and just having a blast all the way through. Story-wise, it's not a story-based game. It's very light on the story. And just like the rest of the game, it slowly eases you into a more complex situation that's happening within the fantasy world that you've been placed in with the sorceress and the protagonist. The game starts getting way more difficult, you know, a few maps in, and at any given point I was able to change the difficulty if I felt like it was too easy or if it was getting too hard, which I liked, and I was able to just continue wherever I wanted. I was able to play any map that I wanted to, that I had already unlocked previously at any given time. So if I really enjoyed a specific map and I wanted to challenge myself in trying harder and harder stages, I was able to do so right from the get-go. The only thing that I really had to do was progress through the story to get more unlockables that were only unlocked through what seemed like story-based gameplay. The graphics are nice and decent for a game from 2012. I think that this game will age very well. There was really no technical issues graphically. The music was kind of sparse. You know, there was a lot more priority placed on the objects and the characters that you use. The items and the sounds that they make were actually really satisfying. You knew when you got a kill, and you knew when there was some kind of danger that you might need to address immediately, such as my favorite, the dwarves. The dwarves, whenever they started getting messed up or dying, I was notified that, oh no, the dwarfs are dying, so I better go attend to that because they're one of my most important units that were taking care of a majority of the enemies while I was, you know, just doing my thing. If you purchase Orcs Must Die 2 full price on Steam, it is $15. Orcs Must Die Complete Pack is $24.19. There's a total of 4 DLCs, including 1 soundtrack DLC. Each DLC is only $4.99. The only thing that kind of was an in-game purchase was when I tried to access content that was DLC locked. It prompted me, hey, you don't have this DLC, want to get it? Which I'm more than happy to, you know, back out of that option and just go back to the non-DLC content. I feel like I'll get enough enjoyment out of the base game where the DLC is just optional. I felt like if I wanted to try new modes and play Orcs Must Die 2 on the higher difficulties with new maps and new characters, I would gladly get the DLC, even at full price. It's a reasonably priced DLC. As of today, Orcs Must Die 2 has a all-time review score of very positive, and recent reviews are also very positive. On Metacritic, Orcs Must Die 2 has a critic score of 83 and a user score of 7.9. Personally, I highly recommend this game. I had a blast. I wasn't able to play the co-op, but I'm sure just based on the content that I was able to experience, this is like an 8 out of 10 for sure. I think the user score on Metacritic does reflect well, and this game is great. If I had more friends that played it, I would definitely grab it. And if I had somebody to play co-op with, I would definitely grab this game. That's been my review of Orcs Must Die 2. Thank you for watching.